Hello YouTube, this is Delta A330 and I'm coming at you with a kind of a sad video today. I'm going to be retiring 4 planes from my airport. They'll be put back in their boxes and they won't be sold because I think these airplanes will be worth something one day, so I don't want to sell them, but they won't. Like, my airport's supposed to be realistic as well as current, and so I basically held on to these planes as long as I could and just ignored them for a while, but as my airport is continuing to grow, this will open up some space for some more current aircraft. But at the same time, like I said, I don't want to get rid of these planes because I still like them, and yeah, they'll be kept safe in their boxes, and won't be that way they won't be broken or messed with too. So in a way, it's kind of helping the aircraft as well. So we'll start the retirement ceremony, kind of, I don't know. And then after that, we're going to I'm going to tell you the next 2 aircraft that are probably going to be removed from the airport, and then also maybe some new models that I'll get to maybe replace these aircraft. So the first aircraft is the North. Oh, by the way, guys, before I start, I still will be reviewing these models for you and unboxing them, so don't worry about that. If I know I haven't done any of these ones yet, but I still will do that. So don't freak out over that. So anyway, yeah, the first model is the Northwest Airlines Airbus A320-200 by Gemini Jets. There's the aircraft. I mean, it's a really nice looking aircraft. The reason it's obviously being retired is because there's actually a couple reasons. The first reason is Delta obviously rebranded all the Northwest Airlines A320s, I believe, in the new Delta colors. And I'm not sure exactly for this registration, but I know that they're starting to phase out some of the A320s because the cycle life for the A320 isn't that large. So I know that they're starting to replace some of those. So there's actually a couple reasons that I'm retiring this aircraft. Not only the color scheme in the Northwest, the red tail, but also the phase out of the A320. So I flew on this plane numerous times, basically every time we flew Northwest. When we lived in Milwaukee, we had to fly either through Detroit or Minneapolis, and almost every time we flew from Milwaukee to either of those places, it was an A320. We've got the A319 a couple times, and the 757 I believe 3 times as well, but we also flew in the A320 a lot. I also flew this plane from Minneapolis to Palm Springs a few times, as well as Minneapolis to Ontario, as well as Minneapolis to LAX. I flew this aircraft. So yeah, I flew that plane a lot, and so that means a lot to me. This plane I never flew. It's the Delta Connection Saab 340. Actually, very few of these aircraft were actually even repainted in the new Northwest colors, let alone the Delta colors. Most of them remained in that bowling shoe livery all the way to the end. I remember on layovers when I sat in Minneapolis Airport, I would just watch the little Saabs just taxi by all the time in the red and gray bowling shoe colors, and it was always a nice reminder of the old colors that Delta really, Northwest never really repainted most of these aircraft. But obviously Northwest was planning on retiring these aircraft before the merger happened anyway, but Delta pretty much made it official. There are no more left in service. The only real turboprop that's really in service with any airlines anymore is the Q400, as with the retiring of the ATR 72s by American Eagle. So I mean, we might be seeing the end of the turboprop era, which is kind of sad to see. Next, we have the Northwest Airlink CRJ200, operated by let's see, I believe it's Pinnacle. That is this operator. Obviously, it's in the wrong colors to be current. In addition to that, Delta, Delta is starting to phase out the 50-seat regional jets. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but they're starting to phase them out in favor of larger regional jets like the Embraer 175 and the CRJ 900, as well as that's also what the 717s are going to help do, is replace these aircraft, because the 717s are real good at short field landings and takeoffs, so they'll be able to, kind of get, I don't know, they'll be able to transport more passengers at with more fuel-efficient aircraft, and that'll help the cost for the airline. So not only is it in the wrong color, but they're also phasing these aircraft out. And then my last aircraft that I'm retiring today anyway is the Northwest Airlines CRJ-900, operated by Mesaba. Mesaba is now a it was like the wholly owned subsidiary regional airline for Northwest, which also operated the Saab. That's also a Mesaba aircraft. But when Northwest got taken over, Mesaba and Compass were taken over by Pinnacle, which was the other big regional carrier for Northwest. And yeah, so this aircraft is the only reason really it's being retired is because it's in the wrong colors, and Delta still operates this aircraft. I know for a fact. I've searched it on airliners.net. This registration is still active. It's in the Delta Connection colors now, but yeah, the plane itself is still active. But I know Model Airport Network suggested that I just put these by the hangar, kind of like what I had doing with the Saab. But as I buy more planes, and it'll just get more updated, and the airport will still be pretty full. It just won't have the outdated aircraft. I mean, he said like put the planes like they're gonna get repainted. First of all, the Saab is already repainted, and all the other like Delta finished the repainting just a long time ago, so it really won't be accurate to have these out here anymore at all. So I appreciate the suggestion, Model Airport Network, but I'm just trying to keep it as realistic as possible. So these aircraft will go back in the box, but I'll still review them and unbox them for you guys. They'll be kind of like my vintage collection of aircraft. I have a couple others that are vintage aircraft, but that I haven't shown you guys yet. But that's pretty much it for the retirement. As far as some new aircraft or some old aircraft that I'll probably be retiring soon, the AirTran 717. Like I said before, Delta leased all those aircraft from Southwest. Soon they'll be repainted in the Delta colors. And then also my Delta Connection CRJ-200. Not only is it in the old Colors in Motion livery from Delta, but like I said before, Delta is starting to phase out the 50-seat regional jets. So that aircraft probably won't be around much longer. I do like to have it out there still right now because they still do have them. And even though the livery is outdated, it's still Delta. So I'll leave it out there for now. As far as new models, I really want to get going on my Alaska hub. I really want to get, like, the cool part about the Alaska hub is Alaska's got a lot of special liveries. So I'll get the Portland Timbers livery. I'll get like the Boeing livery, the Dreamliner colors, I guess is what they're called. I'll also be getting the Hawaiian how to pronounce it, but it's like the Hawaiian Alaska plane, the little Lehigh by the Eskimo. But the rest of the 737s will just be normal colors. I'll try to get a variety of types like 700, 800, and 900. And then hopefully that'll work out well. And then of course I gotta add a bunch of Dash 8s. And hopefully they'll come out with some CRJs for Alaska. That'd be cool to see. So that's basically it for this video. Oh, as far as Delta aircraft replacing these, like I said, I really want to get the Herpa ERJ-170 in the Delta Connection colors, but that doesn't come out for a really long time, so I'll have to wait for that. I'm hoping that AAMD11ER, he mentioned that he might be able to get me a normal colors Delta Connection CRJ-900. If you're watching, please try to. I'll pay you for it. I don't know how much, but I have plenty of money, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I'd like to get that aircraft. And then other than that, I just am waiting for Gemini Jets to come out with some other new planes like the Delta 717 and maybe another 737-800, perhaps a newer A320. I'm also hoping that they come out with a Delta MD-90 because Delta has a lot of MD-90s, and MD-90s are one of my favorite aircraft. So if they came out with an MD-90, I'd be really, really stoked for that. So that's going to pretty much do it for this video. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. This is Delta 330, and I'm signing off for now.